take your glued up bottom, scrape it, and we're planing it down to 3/4 of an inch like always. We take the piece that's now been sanded down, and we always start with squaring it by trimming off an end. We take that good squared end and we're going to cut it to the proper width. Now remember that my particular project was 14 7/16. So I'm going to set it to 14 7 and cut that off. This is a cross cut because I want edge grain to be in the front. Now that we're cutting the bottom, I've already measured. This is 14 7/16, so I've already made this cut. Now we turn this way, and I have 15 1/4, maybe just a hair over 15 1/4. So that hair is important. If I'm a little over 15 1/4, I have to set the table saw to a little over 15 1/4. Right back to the table saw, just over 15 1/4. It wasn't quite a full 16th, so I'm going to do my best to match it, but I can always sand it down a little after if I need to. Now this one is a rip cut. You got to rip. Well, now that we're here, decide which side goes in. So your worst side, this one has some odd color, some sapwood. I'm going to put that inside so you can't see it. And we see if it fits. So we want it nice and snug, and I've got it fairly snug. As you can see, it still has some movement to it, and that's fine. However, if it absolutely doesn't fit, you can either table saw a little more off, or you can take it to the edge sander in the back and just sand a little bit off until it does fit. This part is up to you how you want to fix it. But I like how this fits. And then check the front. With it all the way back, is it flush here? And yes, it is, fairly flush. If it is a hair over, I can sand that off a little bit by hand, but it's close enough that I'm happy. So at this point, we're going to glue it and nail it in. We take this and we're going to glue all the way around the side and then slide it in. Now the tricky part is no matter how we put it, gravity is going to want to make the glue drip. So do your best not to put so much that it drips everywhere, but that's just the best you can do. Have it in about 3/8 of an inch, your best guess on that, because this is probably going to make a little bit of a mess that we'll have to clean up later. So have a wet paper towel handy. All right, that's good. Make sure my best side is down. This is how I like it. And again, no matter how you put it in, you're also going to be scraping glue a little bit. All right. So I get one corner perfect. This is close, but I need to make this perfect. And I've loaded this with long nails, and then make it flush on the bottom and shoot. Then I worry about the bottom side down here. I can put my arm in a little bit if need be, and I can push it out to match. So that's, whoa, just move it around until you get it just right. That's good. And then I just one in the middle. Flip it around. I'm less worried about the back as I am the side. So let's get these sides correct. Okay, now, because I can manipulate the top on this other side, I'm going to get the bottom first. It's right on the money. Now I can change the top as needed. There we go, right there. And one in the middle. And then we kind of do the same in the back. 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. Now the chances of you getting all of these absolutely perfect the whole time is not high. So you'll sit here with a sander and sand all this down. But now the bottom is in and it looks pretty good. Now if you have glue squeeze out inside, and I can see some on the sides, now's the time, take a wet paper towel and try to scrub that out. We don't want it to interfere with the drawer sliding in and out. And since you're here cleaning up, you may as well putty all those nail holes right now and take that tape off.